Oh no. Okay. I'm getting sick of this. It is stuck. How will I fix it? Shall I fix it? Hey, that's a good idea. I can fix it. Okay, it's official. I cannot get those clauses clean. And we are back. Switch to live chat. Nobody there. Oh, well. It happens. Noise. Blub. Hold stop. Let's turn it, baby, into task, man. Task. What's the task? Combined image sampler. Okay, GPS. Combined image sampler. Oh, wait. There's one more thing I want to do, and that is hide this thing here. That range lower set layer top. Okay. Yeah, I feel I have to wait a little bit. Yeah, well, let's begin. So I'm going to make this a task, which means that it must be derived from a stateful task. Ta-da! And that is a task. How easy was that? Okay, let's not be. I cannot find a word. No. Just put it there. Exactly there. Or maybe not. Yeah, that's the right order. I like this order. Yeah, and then I have to really turn it into a task. I had documentation about that. Bookmarks and we type in /stateful task. And then we go to usage, and then we go to running a task. If now I see something that is not the way it should be, I'm going to update this this document. Hello, Heratin, how are you? My man, how's this study going? Couple of months. Good to see you though. I mean, though as in, you should be working! But then again, maybe you won't. Maybe you work better while you watch my stream. No, I mean, whatever. Yeah, okay, look, I mean, this is the way you write in a task. I'm not sure I updated it completely the last time I wrote a task. I'm not even sure if my update made it. Guess we'll see. I just changed this AI ref count into a stateful task. That's one thing. Okay, yeah. Gotta take breaks every now and then. That was a copy paste. Yeah, that's well kind of whatever. Next. States. We have states. We're going to have states. No, I'm not happy with this. I'm just going to look at the last time I did this. Or shall I just really copy it? No, I should copy it from here. If the documentation is not helping me, then something is seriously wrong with the documentation. Oops. Yep. So. This is nice and easy work. Don't have to think. Comma CW debug only. Boolean debug is false. And then new base class takes that new argument, but of course only when it is debug. Debug only. Okay, well that line. Should have a deout entering here? We do have a deout entering. Yeah, I guess. If Vulkan is turned off, but stateful task is turned on, then let's print this also. Stateful task. To print at this pointer. It is pointing at this pointer. Dot dot dot. We have a protected. Destructor here. I don't think our protected destructor are all. We do not have a destructor. Well, this is public. I'm now going to insert protected destructor. Yeah, not really sure about that. Let's just copy everything and put it at the bottom. What's this? You see, it did not update. Damn it! I deleted this. I did delete this. It has not updated. Ah, that sucks, man. Why not? Google, Microsoft is letting me down. GitHub. Yeah, let's put all the state stuff at the bottom, except for the debug, which really goes at the bottom. And then paste this here. And this is still a combined image sampler. Yeah, okay, I don't want the comments. But something is definitely wrong. So I see here this constructor is duplicated and I deleted it. So why is it back? Let's fix it. Rather, let's go to file, I guess. Dot slash color w stateful task. Nope. What am I doing wrong? One more slash. Index.html. See, this is how it looks here. There is no second task. I want this to be pushed to GitHub. damn GitHub is not doing it. Why not? This is github.io. GitHub website. Not updating. TetraDev. I'm trying to get GitHub to update my my web page, my homepage. Yeah, no, website. Apparently the just a push should do it, from what I read here. Someone voted this down without adding a comment. What an asshole. Okay, lots of information. There's one with a lot more. Okay. Too many answers. It goes on. I'm gonna investigate with this here. these are my repositories, and then I have somewhere a here. Last updated on March 8. Okay, that kind of would explain it, I guess. Nine months ago. Three comments. Okay, well that should do it, but I'm not even going to wait for it. I'll just look here at the file. Yeah, so I should have copied this. Let's copy this instead then. Copy, copy. Oh. Yep. Beep. Getting. No. CombinedImageSampler. Okay, I'm totally happy with starting with the autoboarding. I don't care. These were all optional, right? The state string I have to implement, and this, well, why not? So let's just copy this and put that at the bottom-ish. Before debug. Yeah, I might as well do the same thing, I guess. Debug channel stateful task. Okay, I forgot. Or was it? This. MSM debug, yeah. There you go with abbreviations again. I forgot completely what SM means. Probably something like that it is only initialized once. But then what could it mean? Single modification? Nah. Abbreviations are horrible. And of course I wanted this pointer as well. So we know that this thing stopped. Got destructed or whatever. I guess this class is final, isn't it? So we don't need this. And then I do that. Same thing here. This is not allowed. Returning without doing anything is not allowed. It's great, isn't it? Itchy. Okay, so the blah blah. What shall we do when this thing is started? Ain't that a good question? Okay, so my description says to do point 3, turn combined image sampler into a task that waits till it has a descriptor. Okay. If you ask me, might as well not run it until I have a descriptor. Yeah, then I should start it from it's not that easy. Let's see if it compiles. It's not that easy. Not that easy. And it doesn't compile. And I still have water in my bottle. With bubbles. And a few molecules of mint. No matching function for call to AI stateful task. There's another. Yeah, my whining so long about the MS, now I remembered it. Wait, it was not MS, it was SM. So where is Arthur? I did get a donation from him. I thought he would be back. Or is he just there silently in the background? Arthur? He's not there. Error, no match 4. You think that it is not finding this because it's not complete? Nikolai Raptor, I am programming a program that is called the Vulkan engine. But of all the people in the world that program Vulkan engines, probably nobody would recognize it as a Vulkan engine. Because I do very colorwood specific things all the time. I'm using a code that I wrote in the last 12 years or more even. I'm starting to doubt if I'm still coding in C++. I mean, you know, this kind of stuff, this and this. It's almost part of my language now. Not to mention, of course, that. And so on. But it's all open source. If you are interested in coding using the GPL3 or what is it called, the license? Do whatever you want license, but don't make money with it. Well, yeah, I mean, don't use it in closed source company products. Like Microsoft is doing by training their AI on my code. Thieves. So the reason that it cannot print it is because it cannot find print on, I think. Hello, Dazo. I think you typed an N too much. Hey, Nick Connor's back. Hello, man. How is you? Yeah, well, one way to solve this then is to inline it. So I want to know if this is if the reason is that the class is not complete. But I want to inline it. So then after the class is complete, we just define it. It still knows that I want it to be inlined, so that doesn't matter that I put it in the header here. This is the same thing as what we had. But then after the class is complete, see if that works. Apparently not. No, it's still not working. Why not? Okay, next guess. Yeah, give me a second, Nikon. What is wrong here? Okay, next guess was we are not having a include print has print on. Utils has print on. In this namespace. It should be here. I think it should be here because it say it should be. So I just don't know what it is called. Something with using and then something with has print on, I think. So that's what it was. And I go back to the file where I was, and I'm just doing that, the magic there. We can only do that if we actually include this. It kind of goes together, headers and using stuff. Okay, now I'm mad. I have no more ideas, so now I have to read this error. This is very annoying. No match for operator less than less than. Operator types are standard basic O-stream char and vulkan descriptor combined image sampler. Cannot disagree with that. Now we should get a list of candidates. Candidate. Nobody sees the word candidate, but I'm going to imagine that it says it. Oh yes, candidate. We will look for candidates in utils, not in /user include. Normally I filter these out even. What happened to my filters? I have a filter on the errors of the compiler, and when I have O-stream errors I should filter this out. Because it's useless. Okay, here it is. Utils has print on candidate template t enabled blah blah blah. Template argument deduction substitution failed. Type names on the name is with false. Okay, next guess. I forgot to add const. I'm still reading, but my guess is now that I forgot to add const somewhere. If I keep running into this, I should make it a concept. This is not useful. Not useful. Not useful. There is a const here. I thought maybe I forgot this const here. Okay, there is another reason why it could fail. What is the bloody override doing there? So, this override of the base class. Yeah. Virtual void print on standard O-stream reference OS const. Void print on standard O-stream reference OS const. Alright. And it doesn't pick it up here. How is that possible? Oh, thank you, Dazo. Thank you. Yeah. And I was feeling like I was disappointing my viewers because I'm stuck on something totally unrelated that just should work. And I have no idea why it is not working. And don't even have an idea how to investigate it. Space vulkan descriptor. Okay, I'll explain. Well, maybe not explain, but we'll go into great detail of what is not going on here. So I'm trying to write my custom class. This is my custom class. I'm trying to write it to an OStream here. You might not see it, but this is a macro, which is defined as well, I cannot find it back, but in the end it's just OStream and then rewrite it. And it is actually attempting to match the correct declaration. We can find it back here. Here's where the operator is defined that it should be should be using. It's actually considering it. The reason it is considering this operator, and this is a template, you know, with a T, so whatever you throw at it would consider it. It should consider it. Is because the namespace of this thing is utils has print on, and I added in my header my class is defined in the namespace vulkan descriptor, but that has a using utils has print on operator less than less. And my class, like I said, is defined in this namespace, right? I mean, this namespace here, no, not here, this namespace. Class is a little bit lower. And here it is defined in that namespace. So at the moment you try to call this operator less than, it will use what is called argument dependent lookup. It will try to look for the function that you call in all the namespaces of any argument that you pass. And our argument is defined in the namespace vulkan descriptor, and therefore it will look in vulkan descriptor no matter where you are. Well, we happen to be in vulkan descriptor in the first place, so it should not have a problem finding it. But it's gonna find this operator here because that's in that namespace. And then it says, oh wait, that is a using thing, so it is actually defined there. And that is where, why and how it finds this one. And utils has print on. So I told it to use it. But the return type is non-existent if this is not true. You see all the angle brackets here. This is a template stuff. At compile time, this evaluates either to the type standard OStream reference or it doesn't compile. And then we make use of, what was it called? It was SFINAE. Substitution failure is not an error. Is not an error. Not like that. So it's even defined it. In cvbreference.com even mentioned it. It stands for substitution failure is not an error. So it tries to substitute t with our type and then doesn't compile because the result is a compile error. But it is not an error. It just doesn't use it. And yeah, so it rejects this thing. So well, I tried it, but doesn't even compile. So then I get an error that there is no operator less than at all. Not that this one doesn't work. It tries all the operator less than, and it cannot find any that works, and that's the error. But the one that should have worked is this one. So what I want is that this during compile time must be true. Well, that is defined here, is also a template. That is a boolean const expression, and it is true. That is, if this specialization is the one that fits, because normally it's false, as you can see, so it's just literally false here. Now this is the actual definition of has print on, and then this is called a specialization. The reason it is a specialization is because the second template argument is now vanished. Less template arguments, therefore it is a specialization. So if this one works, it will take this one. If this one does not work, it will take this one. So also not an error, you get either false or true. When do we get true? We get true if it compiles, aka if this makes sense to the compiler. So give them that one, give them that one. So if the compiler can compile this, then it says, hey, it compiles. Therefore, the substitution worked. Therefore, I'm using this specialization, and therefore I fill in true right there, and therefore this works, blah, blah, blah. So apparently it has rejected this as not compiling. Now, that's really strange because I use it a billion times and it just works, so there's nothing wrong with this code here. What it says is that yeah, it applies standard void type, whatever that is, template, to a type that is defined between those angle brackets. There's a templates take types, so this must be a type. And it is a type because it's a declaration type of what is defined here. And that is the declaration value of t, so whatever we try to plug into it, instantiated, and then calling print on it with an declaration value of standard O-stream reference instantiated. So basically I'm just trying to print to call print on. Now I'm having an idea. Maybe this does not compile because my class does not have a default constructor, in which case this would fail. In that case it is not good, actually. Then this line would be false. That is a hypothesis. So, bleep, no. Let's see what my class looks like, if it has a default constructor or not. It does not have a default constructor. And so I'm gonna add one. And if then suddenly it can print it, this is default constructor, right? So I could make it empty, but I'm going to say compiler, use whatever you usually generate, and then try to compile that. I hope it works, at least then I know what it is. But no, it doesn't work, it still doesn't print it. Yep. Okay, now how to fix it? It's not abuse, it's really a normal usage. This SFINAE is well, it's even on the web page. The only thing, like I said, I could do is start using concepts instead. SFINAE is like pre-C++ 20 stuff. So yeah, maybe you should turn this into a concept, and then maybe you get a better error. I think I already have a concept actually. I must have. I think I have a concept for testing if something has print on or not. Nope. No concepts related to printing. Yeah, I doubt it's gonna be very much more clear about why it fails. It's good if I would write a concept for it. It is going to say that it fails the concept. Kind of like the same thing as doing now. A little bit easier to read, maybe. Something like it does not have a print on, but it does have a print on. So that's the whole thing. But I'm going to copy this so I can hack it without disturbing this file. Let's copy everything. Paste this here. And I'm going to call this TaskToTask. And then we are doing here using TaskToTask. So now it's going to try to use this, right? And still fail. Okay, same error, and now I want to see God, where's my filter? Why is it not filtering this? What's the next thing I'm gonna do? Unfortunately, it's looking for this one. What? Also for this one? No, that's not all. It's the same. Sorry. Field boolean class enable type. Standard enable if is record by has print on. Let's just has print on. Yeah, no way. No way. Why is it not using my test utils? Trying to use. Also, why is it not filtering? I don't seem to have a filter here for O streams. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. Yeah, operator less than. I'm using my Ninja filter. CMake command blah blah blah, and then we pipe everything into AWK. Apparently this is not working. Let's just comment it out. I'm guessing that this should be working here. Seeing here print. If have matches equals 0 print. Yeah. I'm not sure what this is doing here. I would say it writes standard error to standard in, and then that sorry standard error to standard out, and then standard out to this command. Somehow I have the feeling that it never makes it into there. I think it skips it. So standard error is going around this thing, so it only filters standard standard out maybe. While my Ninja filter This one is doing the same thing though. I'm not sure anymore what the Ninja filter is doing. I think it was writing to standard error. The errors. It writes everything to standard error, yeah. And if I skip standard error, then that would not work. So just to be sure, now I write standard out to dev null. Oops, resource make. Now we do get all the errors. Yep, so I want to filter. I just want to filter 2. My guess would be that this then works. And then we don't do that one. But this is just a guess. Unknown target to def fd63. Yeah. Obviously. Let us assume that this is the same as this. Nope. Well, turn to Bosch debugging. How the hell can I redirect standard error to the standard in of a command? I wanted to redirect it not to a file, I want to redirect it to another command. Apparently though, it should already be doing it. It says this is the send standard error to a process. It's like that. What I had. Okay. In that case, let's assume that all the errors are getting in here. And I just want to filter everything. So you have matches on next. As user. Maybe these errors are wrong. Yeah, I'm just stuck in marshland. Also, this is not working. Getting crazy. Right. No, I'm gonna blame this. One of these is wrong. No known conversion from candidate template ignored. Too much output. Yet I'm not convinced filtering worked. I'm gonna give up this. Sorry about that. I thought, you know, you have to just keep scrolling up or just fix it. But it's just taking too long. I'll do it off stream sometime. Which means that we are still stuck with yeah, okay. So the problem here is that now that it is just simply not finding the right one. Why? How? How is this even possible? How is this possible? test utils. It's still trying utils, but then it is also trying test utils. Yeah, well, I'll have to live with that, I guess. It tries that first. At least it's trying this one now as well. And something else. I would like to get rid of the debug. Where does it include that? From where? We're getting desperate now, as you can see. I have a Vulkan print on. Oh yeah, that one. That might break everything actually, because I'm including a lot of files. But just comment everything out that does not compile, damn it. Why the hell is it compiling fuzzybool.c? Oh no! What? No! I type make, idiot. Do not type make. I'm not live. This is a bot. The person who said you are permanently live, are you really live, or is it just a rebroadcast? I'm just guessing that someone is asking that question right now. Well, no, it's okay if I failed making a joke. I really hope I recently did a git add and stuff, because yeah, whatever. I'm making a lot of horrible changes. Everything includes debugging.h. I'm including so many headers. Why am I including so many headers? Come on, just stop including headers then. I'm always actually live. I have to reduce the number of headers. not compiling any of that. Any. Base.a includes set layout.h and so on and so on and so on. How much is needed of all of this? Probably nothing. I don't want to include anything anymore. I'm done with including. Yeah. This thing, I'm not interested in any of it, really. Deleting it. I want to keep the constructors, I guess. Maybe an assignment. We don't need this, or this, or this, or this. Okay, now I'm really starting to delete stuff. Or this. Can keep that one. What is this? Hands on is 0. Delete. Another one. You can keep this. Accessors. Don't have that anymore. Whatever. Okay, I want to keep that one. Probably even this is going to include it. Wait, are you using that here? Oh, like, yeah, like that. Okay, okay. Do I have 30 views? I cover it so I don't see it. It's very distracting to see how many viewers I have. I've had 200 viewers at some point, but most people leave immediately. So in the back of my head, I've like 10 viewers. Very faithful. What is the word? People that keep coming back. About 10, I think. I'm busy. Where are you from? I'm in an underground moon base. Okay, what am I doing here? Yeah, you see, even if I include AI stateful task, I'm still getting debug.h. And therefore, the solution for a long time would have been if I remove one of these includes, but which one? This one. So instead, I'm gonna do this followed by this. Or not. Then there is the possibility that you just do this anyway. And then all Linux viewer move be about it. Yep. debug.h2 debug.h tot weg. Yeah, I want to do that or I don't. I guess I just don't. That's a lot of trouble. That is a lot of trouble. Yeah, why not iOS 3? Oh. What error invalid abstract return type? What? That's just not defined. No. Also not using All I'm trying to do is get the same compile error. This is unbelievable. I must have deleted half of my file by now. Half of my project, I wanted to say. Okay, that's a bit too much. Because we need this one. Let's write the standard C out. Okay. I think you finally have it, as in reproduced the error. Error no match for operator less than. And it is considering test utils and only test utils this time. Great. So now finally I can start to edit my test utils as a test, as it were. Definitely need epic music. Audio device got stuck, so I wrote def null. So audio device got stuck is written to standard error, I bet. So we could read standard error, and then if we get this for another time. Not now. Right, so it thinks that, I mean, the problem is clearly that this is false, right? I mean, if I do this, everything compiles. Or it doesn't. Okay, we found the error. Okay, how long have I been streaming? Because that's exactly how long it took to find this. The reason is that the bloody thing is protected. Next time, I'm gonna edit my utils file instead of doing this. I thought I had to do, well, I'm just crazy. Now if we would remember this, if we would have learned from it, well, after a traumatic experience like this, you would think that I will remember this, right? Okay. That was the problem. A missing public. I added protected stuff here, and then my print on became protected. Or not. Oh really? This is something else. Ambiguous overload. I think we found the problem. So now I have to restore everything, as in let's go back to here. Git diff. Yeah, move the debug. Move that back. Git diff. And then not everything was committed. I'm gonna restore everything by hand, I guess. Git restore -p. Oh, that's a no. Definite no. Oh, this was wrong. But okay, I can edit it afterwards. Yes, I guess. Just no. Damn it, I did not commit. I can edit this, but then what does it mean? I'm just gonna say no. Yeah, deleted it as well. Cannot remember what it was. Some set key context thing, I think. Set descriptor, set key context instance. Guess so. Right, and the cats are on top again. Okay. Clearly this task is not created yet because we do not get any errors but when running it. We're not creating it now. We're also not running it because if you run it then you would get an error. Therefore, my friends. Okay, how many viewers did I lose? Almost none. 10 or so. 10. Well, I was wading through this absolute horror forest of bullshit. But now I'm back on track. Back on the to-do. And I think I'm going to commit all I have. Because... yeah, I looked at it enough now. Commit minus everything. Rip with tears. Okay, next. Grab the project sources for this class. Yeah, I had not expected to see so much. Maybe I should have searched instead for a new command. See, I want to make a joke and I cannot even remember it. I cannot remember anything. Yeah, now I remember it. Stephen Hawkins version 2 was what I wanted to say. Couldn't remember his name. Anyway. Diddly-doody. It's not like that, right? It's not like that. How about like that? Yep, that's what we have. And I'm not going to do a new because this is an AI stateful task now. AI. Yeah, really? AI stateful task? No, thank God. Just stateful task. Create the bullet type. So that should also work. I'm gonna test it. Now normally, immediately after creating a task like that, you should run it as well. So I'm not sure what I want to do. You make I can create it and fire it up, yeah, why not? Just run it. But then again, there's nothing to do yet. Why would I run it? I can just, I don't know what I want. But then we are passing it to this. And we're passing it to the shader input data object. Twice. I think this is being called like for every pipeline. So yeah, I cannot, actually I cannot let, what, I only have one task? Let me think. It's so confusing, isn't it? Yeah, this is being called. And particularly this is being called because the pipeline, the current pipeline that owns this, is using this combined image sampler in its shader. Yeah, I agree, man. This is good music. All the other coding music that you can find on YouTube is usually to fall asleep with. So this slow tempo and quiet background music. I wanna be hyped up. God, I have brilliant visions now. I should, in the next life, also become a producer of movies. Short films. I've had a lot of good ideas, I think, for really short films. You can never think of it on command. Nobody could say, I pay you and then write a short film. But sometimes it just pops in your head. Like in this case, it was just very short, so it's probably not even convertible. But the idea was that you show a contrast between coders that listen to that slow music. So you see them sitting, you know, a bent spine, bent back, quiet in their dusty room, typing slowly away with the music in the background, like. And then every time they press a new key, staring. And then you switch to us, who code with this kind of music. And then you do the how's the movie called? There's a movie about this guy who does everything absolutely crazy, top level. So the vision that I had was someone who is has the keyboard on the floor, typing with one hand while making push-ups with the other arm. So one push-ups is one arm, and then at the same time typing. That's the music. Also staring at the screen, of course. Oh, I don't know. It seems very funny. Not with this music though. You need the real epic music. There's a really good movie. You should see it. What is it called? It is a counter-terrorist guy from, I think, Palestine or something like that. And he can do no, not MacGyver. He did the push-ups too, but then with his toes. So I think at some point he's a hairdresser because that's what he likes to do. And then it's a beautiful movie. I want to see it again. What was it called? Damn it. At some point he's pushing up, and then to show off to the ladies that come there to have their hair cut. The reason they come to have their hair cut is because he's rubbing his insane manhood in his tight trousers against their arms and against their backs while he's cutting their hair. So they keep coming back. But at some point he's pushing up with one arm, and then suddenly he lifts up the last arm as well, and is pushing up with 0 arms, just using his toes. He still has his toes on the floor, so that's what he's using to do the push-ups. Completely impossible, but very funny. Yeah, I have no idea how it is. I haven't tried. To counter terrorists. Funny maybe. That's not what I want to do. No, well, I don't think so. But I cannot find it. Probably not listed under counter-terrorist. Ah, dit is hem. Zohan. Yeah. That's the movie. You don't mess with the Zohan. You really have to. If you did not see this one, go see it. It's so fucking funny. Can we play a trailer without that I get my account banned? Yo, did you see that? How it started? Yeah, you see a very short scene where someone is shooting at him and he's just catching the bullet that they shoot at him in midair. You saw that in front of his face. This guy is so super. Wow, yeah. I'm going to download it again, watch it again. Don't mess with the Zohan. So funny. Okay, sorry for the distraction. Yeah, this is a problem. Okay, so I'm having here tasks. And there's kind of a registration with a pipeline, meaning that pipeline, if it finds in its shaders the GLSL ID full string of this thing, and it should, otherwise you shouldn't add it. Then it has to, it needs this object to be able to create this declaration, but more, it's even creating it, I think. Yeah, like something needs to happen to this thing, but only once. So if I'm adding it multiple times, I cannot run it. I mean, the one is running it, and then the other one would run it as well. That doesn't work, I think. I just have to run it, and then I don't know, start to communicate with it. The only thing that you can communicate with the task is by sending it signals. Yeah, normally I would say I need to use a task broker. A task broker is a tool that I made that creates a task if it doesn't exist, and otherwise it uses an existing task. So you call the broker and then you get back a running task. Yeah, so that it's not really the same unless I could store the type, which I cannot. Unless I pass the type to this one, why not? Maybe this is what I should do. Pass this type to that function, along with an optional array size and the GLSL ID. Am I being too fancy now? I don't think so. This is a callback. Update combined in sample descriptors. Yeah, it's a callback. So I can do that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Combined in the samplers. So basically I'm just deleting this again. Yep. Ding 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 ding. Boing. Gone. And then we're going to do it here but slightly different. Instead, I'm just going to add it, but I can't add it. Oh, wait a minute. Then I don't have. Then I don't have the object at all. I could no. I don't have the object. Is that a bad problem? Seems like a problem. I could have it return. I can have this function return the broken task. I think is that possible? Look at the task broker. No, it doesn't light up. It's just called broker. Okay, it would work if the handle is as immediate. Although I'm not sure. No, it's kind of working with a callback. Yeah, I think this thing starts a unique task and then does a callback when that task finished. Okay, well, theoretically it is possible. I don't necessarily want to store things here. So that means that the window class does no longer have control over this task. This array must be deleted, which means that we don't have it anymore, which means that we cannot do this. But I think the only thing I really need to do with that is call this function. Maybe that can also be done by the engine. This whole thing can be done by the engine. Hell, look at it. You don't want the user to you don't want to need the user. No, you don't want the user to be needing to do this. I don't know if the English is difficult. That is a shader resource base function. Yeah, I can do this in the engine, all of it. I think, I hope, I want. I think it kind of makes sense anyway. You don't want users to have to keep boost intrusive pointers to tasks around unnecessarily. Those tasks they should just run in the background, and then when it's done, they should be automatically be deleted. That is a big step, though. Is a big step, isn't it? Is it a big step? It kind of breaks my program completely until I implement it a lot more. That's sad. But okay. What about this 0 here? It's like it doesn't even matter which one is which. It runs over both, but T is not used. Well, here, but it doesn't matter in which order. If we replace T with 1 minus T, then it would still work. Yes, this is done for both. But the order doesn't matter. Which one doesn't matter? It's kind of awesome. This smells like user code though, this part. But, well, yeah, well. Okay, so this code here could theoretically depend on T. In which case I have a problem if I don't know anymore which sampler is what. But maybe you can, you know, call a function here, pass the T, and then say the T that I pass is just indexed in the same order that you call that other function, which means that I do need an array of these things, and then add these things in the order that I'm calling this here. Let's going to do it. Just begin. So I'm going to make this one do the creation using a broker. And we don't have the array anymore. And while I'm at it, I might as well pass the size to it. And I still have to do my callback. What happens with this add callback here? This is also called twice. Yep, this is called twice, once with for each pipeline. And that's that function. And I just said that I didn't want this to be a user function anymore. So I guess I have to somehow work around not doing a callback. Or bury it somehow. I'm doing this twice. I'm also doing it here twice. Yeah, and then one callback, but I don't want to do the callback anymore. In other words, the callback, the add callback should be done by the caller of this function at the moment it returns. Who's calling it? Well, I cannot remember all that, so I'm just going to comment this out to remember that this was the old code. And then let's see who's calling this. Also user code. However, it seems that I do no longer have to do that. I mean, I do no longer have to call this function now. Dus I'm no longer accessing this. Inside create textures, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Nikon, sorry guys, didn't see it. Good night. Yeah, it was with Adam Sandler. Well, if that works. Belongs to that. So instead of calling this function, we'll just do it directly now, and I'm adding it by type, passing some stuff. Just like with the push constant, except that I don't pass stuff here. Yep. Right. Okay, well, yeah, well, yeah, okay. Template, tag name. Suddenly it feels like bullshit. What am I passing here? Type is known, isn't it? The type is known. This is not a template. I'm just not passing this. But I am passing an uint 32 type. Array size. A Vulkan engine, that is your worst nightmare. No, sorry, I cannot explain it. It's a game engine. Say the words. I have to concentrate. It's difficult. I think I made a mistake. Is it smart to not sleep before doing an action? Well, linear algebra is easy. It's linear. It doesn't get any easier. Yeah, unless you do difficult stuff, maybe. Tensors. I don't know. I think it should stop, which kind of sucks because this is difficult, and then I stop in the middle of something that is totally broken. Goblins don't sleep. What's going on here? I'm adding an array which used to be an instance stored in the window class. I added it to two different pipelines, and now I suddenly made up this nonsense. How do I know which is which? If I call it again, how do I know if it is a new array or an existing one? My idea was that I start a broker, and then the broker will return just one task. So then the second pipeline just gets the same broker. Sorry, the second pipeline will get the same task. But I have 4 of these things. I'm calling this 4 times. And then 2 of the times is the same thing, and the other 2 times it's another thing. which seems to indicate that I have to pass some kind of a unique ID. But it seems the wrong route. I guess it does make more sense to have it created by the user. Or I should create yet another class. Have them store some kind of the random object that stores a unique ID and then let them use that, so I can recognize here that it is the same thing. And then I need to make brokers store the brokers in a map, a map with as a key the unique ID. Would be an idea. Does boost intrusive pointer has a weak pointer? Maybe I should use a standard chat pointer, whatever what the thing is that has also weak pointers. No, I cannot. Okay, I think this is a nice puzzle to lay awake 1 or 2 hours. So I can think about it again when I go to bed. So I'm going to stop the stream for now, because it's late and stuff. Well, at least I have the old code here. I did a commit right before I started this endeavor. Yeah, I have to think about it. It's long and hard. Yep, good night, Bear. And everyone else.